And welcome back to Henry Winston. We got about a minute left here before the end of the halftime show. The Ball High Tornadoes up 20-7 to your Friendswood Mustangs. We got talk a little first half stats, and you know, for Friendswood, and you probably have a guess. We've had better stats to talk about.
I would say better stats to talk about would be a definite understatement. Looking at the first half stats from, again, Coach McKeel, Galveston Ball had 10 first downs. Friendswood only had 3 first downs. I almost feel bad that we were making fun last week with Willow Ridge only having 3 first downs and 2 touchdowns, right?
Right.
Total offense for the Mustangs, total yards was 98 yards, again, averaging 308 for the season. The previous 2 games only have 98 this first half. And Galveston Ball, surprisingly enough, only has 170 yards of total offense, but they've kind of been on a short field some down here on this end, hadn't had to use and accumulate too many yards to get those scores. And the Mustangs have a pretty good accuracy rating. You were talking earlier, you thought that their quarterback for the Galveston Ball was about 75%. He's actually 76%. You're on it by 1 point, so go play the lottery there, man. Mr. Kirk Lowe.
I was never good at math.
Yeah, for sure. And Jeffrey Randall he's 50%. He has some good plays. I think a lot of them were in that one series where we scored.
Yes.
He got the confidence back, and you have just different rushes from Walker Winters and Trip Bateman. So, again, not a ton of yards for the Mustangs. Hopefully they've done something at halftime to try to rejuvenate that offense. And, of course, Galveston Ball gets the ball back at the start of the first half, second half.
And now we'll see, again, you have the whole halftime, make some adjustments. Little pooch kick goes down to the 25-yard line, returned to the 30. Still on his feet, 35, tripped up. And a late fly comes in deep from the end zone. Would imagine that's going to be a hold on the return team. Seems like the spot you would get that from. You know, and again, Galveston Ball with that 76% percentage rate they're just doing everything they can. There's your hold, called methodically. So Friendswood needs to also take advantage of a break. You're going to find a break. That's going to happen in a game. I mean, you're going to get that opportunity. You got to make sure you're ready for that and take advantage of it too. And then sometimes you just got to make your breaks, you know, and we'll see if Friendswood dials up something a little bit different on defense to put a little bit more pressure. But, you know, the quarterback for Barker hasn't needed a lot of time.
He has
to make the passes. You know, they're not really going deep. Just a quick little out routes, little stops, and so you can dial up all the pressure you want. The ball's already gone.
The ball's already gone. Yeah, haven't gone really deep too many times. They've had a couple slants, but haven't really gone up top except that one time to Williams.
So first drive of the second half of the ball will start on their own 20-yard line. Got a man in motion, twin formation, right side. There's another quick strike out. There he is, caught. Left side, that's going to be caught by number 24, Bryce Holmes. And again, just like exactly what we're just talking about. Just a quick strike. You get 7 or 8 yards on it.
Yeah, and you end up being 2nd and 3, 2nd and 2. Why not just keep doing that if it's given to you?
Yeah. Again, Friendswood's defensive backs are playing. Trying to see if we can see some distance here. I mean, there's a good. There we go. Now about 6-7 yards off. Friendswood showing a little pressure from the left side. We'll see if they keep that or not. Pressure up the middle. Barker's got time, got a man across the middle. There's your slant route caught, and first down for the Tornadoes right at the 40-yard line. And there's London Dayon again, had quite a game so far tonight. We saw that route. I think it was the very first play of the game we saw. It was a little slant. Same thing. Those find the cushion, find that seam, and 2 plays and a first down.
Yeah, I've seen that route several times tonight. He actually has been targeted 7 times. He has 6 catches for 75 yards and a touchdown.
Yeah. He's having a nice one for sure. So 1st and 10 for the Tornadoes. Ball's on their own 41-yard line. Just underway here in the second half, and a critical drive for the Friendswood defense. Ball was thrown high and incomplete. A little more pressure that time by the Mustang D. Just kind of air milled that. We saw him do that earlier in the game, but not too often.
Yeah, taking a look here at some of the stats for Barker, like you said, he was 11 of 15, 124 yards. His longest was 33 yards. So really hasn't been throwing the ball down the field all that much. Does have a 1 touchdown with 120 passer rating. So 33 yards is his longest completion of the night. So really not anything drastically deep. And why do that if they're going to give you the short route?
For sure. 2nd and 10 now for the Tornadoes. Ball's on their own 41-yard line. Friendswood in their 3-4, showing pressure from Allen up the middle. Caught. Left side. Another 5 or 6. Again, that's going to be number 24 that time, Bryce Holmes. Same play they did the first play. Yep, actually going to get 7 on that. So 2nd and 10 goes to 3rd and 3, maybe 4. Because something else, Tornadoes have not been any kind of hurry all night long.
No, not really.
Just take their time, know what they're going to do, and do it pretty well. Trips formation, right side, pressure. Oh, got a Friendswood crossed. Were they drawn off is the question. I didn't see any movement, but doesn't mean a thing. One of the left tackle said it's going to be on Friendswood, and it is offsides. He was right.
He's emphatically saying he was on Friendswood.
For
right?
sure. So it is now an easy first down for the Ball Tornadoes. They are now in Friendswood territory on the Mustang 48-yard line.
Yeah, like you said, the clock, they've been kind of ticking that down 20 seconds up from the 40-second clock, had no hurry. As that starts back again, the referee, he's winding the clock, and they're still looking at the coach, not in any hurry.
Yeah.
And that clock just run.
Well, you know, you're up 20-7. You've got a little leeway here. You got some time, and, yeah, driving again. Got a man going up top. Oh, incomplete. Had a man, little high, Juwan Woodbury, probably one of his longest throws of the day because that was about 30 down the field.
Yep. Looked like it might have been a little behind him. He had to reach back a little bit to go get that, but nice athletic play. Just couldn't hang on to it.
Barker had it rolled to his right there. Kind of threw it on the run, almost coming forward that time when he threw that ball. Nice pass by Barker, but like you said, a little behind him, a little high, so it'll bring up down a 2nd down and 10 for the Tors. Doubles formation. Ball's on the left ties. Tors moving left to right. Motion man comes inside down the tackle box. Quick strike again. That time was dropped. That was number 25, Bryce Rito, and that was the exact same play where they've been getting 7. Just a quick little stick, caught, go. This time he drops the football.
Yeah, there haven't been a ton of drops. They've done a good job of hanging on that ball, and like we mentioned earlier, it kind of seems like they're throwing it high a little bit on purpose to keep it out of the smaller defender's hands and going up and grabbing it. But they've dropped a couple here as the again, down to 20 seconds. They're using that play clock.
It doesn't matter if the clock's running or not. They're going to do the same thing. They're just going to make sure they got the call in they want. And here we go. 3rd down and 10 now. Big 3rd down for the Mustangs D. Ball's up top.
Goodness.
D wide open and score. There was not a defender within
15 yards?
God, I was going to go. I hated to say 10, but you're right.
Yeah. He just he gave a little pump fake, and then we bid on it, and he threw that thing all the way down.
Beautiful pass that time. Well, Barker hasn't had to throw it deep, but we know he can. Yeah. What a first of all, too, great catch.
Oh, yeah.
That was number 3. That was Juwan Woodbury again. Woodbury, who also returns punts for the Tornadoes. And, yeah, Coach, you're right. DB just bit hard on that pump fake, and that was all she wrote.
Yeah, and that was his longest throw. Coach McKeel just gave me the signal. It was his 48-yard pass. That was the longest play there. My goodness.
Ball is over the holder's head, and it is brought down. So the extra point is no good.
It's a break we were looking for.
No, don't. That's – no. Jacob, we go down to you for just a second. I mean, you saw that.
Yeah.
On field level, that was a beautiful pass. Unfortunately,
it was. Like y'all said, number 24, I believe it was.
Yep.
He bit hard on that pump fake, and I mean, like you said, there wasn't a defender in the same area code when that ball was caught. So unfortunate, but that was a beautiful catch and a beautiful throw right there.
Well, too, and we were talking. We just said is that all their plays have been 6, 7, 8 yards, little strikes. You set a team up like that. That's exactly what it's meant for right there.
Right, they did it perfectly. Like we were talking about earlier, the Mustangs have been giving cushion all game, and then the first time it looks like we really brought our corners up. I mean, it was off to the races right there.
And of course they're going to bite on that because that's the only
They've
pass
been doing it all night. Right, exactly.
Right. So, thank you, Jacob. 26-7 is our score now, and we were talking before the half what we want to avoid, which was a score before half, and then give the ball back to Tornadoes, and we did, and they scored, and so now Friendswood. Tough hill to climb. Got a nice little return here. Brought back to the 40-yard line. That's going to be Garrett Mickey on that. About a 20-something yard return.
Need something. Need a spark of somehow a return, get it in midfield, something like that where the Mustang offense can get out there and work a little bit. for me, the key is going to be that we get second and long. This first down play is going to be super important as we look at that second down play. It's just so hard when you're 2nd and 8, 2nd and 9, 2nd and 7. We need to make a little more distance on that so that third down is a much shorter approach for us.
So we have Trip Bateman in the backfield. Nice run by Bateman. Almost got caught in the backfield, but gets about 5, almost 6 on that. And looks like Bateman is going to do the majority of the carries here in the second half.
I'm sorry, excuse me. Now we are 2nd and 4, which kind of definitely has a bigger impact on the playbook. They can open that thing up a little bit.
Jeffrey Randall still at quarterback. Randall, the little fake himself. Got a man up top. It's going to be incomplete. Looking for Jackson Lee. Now, that ball would have had been perfect, Coach, because Lee's bracketed that time by those DBs.
He did. It didn't look like it came out clean out of Randall's hand, too. It had a little wobble to it there, a little Peyton Manning wobble. I don't know how he's so successful all those years, but he did go to Tennessee. There's your reference, sir. I waited to the second half.
You did.
I waited on purpose to the second half.
You did.
I did it for you.
No, because I appreciate that.
I'm here for you, Kurt.
We should have waited 2 more quarters. 9:04 left here in the ball game. Randall back to pass, pressured and dropped. Brought back to the original line of scrimmage as Jeffrey Randall's going to be about a yard short of that, so it's a 4th and 9. Didn't really have much downfield either. Was fixing to unload and just gets dropped, and it is a quick 3 and out for your Mustangs. And, Coach, every scenario we have drawn up that says we need Friendswood to do this has just gone the opposite.
Yeah, we get that great first down, or first good 6 yards on that first down play, shorten the field with us, 2nd and 4 or 5. Just can't capitalize on that.
So 4th down and 9. Ball showing a little pressure here. Ball showing a lot of pressure.
They are.
Got 9 up. They get it. Just gets it off. This kick is away, and it's going to be fair caught, but then it's going to take a ball bounce. Hit at the 29. Brought down by the Mustangs right at the 35-yard line. And I like that, Coach. Before we're just trying to kick away, nothing on the net. Just kick it out there and see what happens. And that time they did, and much better field position for the defense for the Mustangs. But to be honest with you, it hasn't really mattered that much for Galveston ball. They scored if they get the ball inside their own 20 or if they get the ball on the Mustang 20.
Oh, yeah. It looks like that punt was definitely trying to stay away from Williams, but it'd be nice for the defense maybe to give us some offense, get a fumble recovery, run that in, a pick, something here to kind of energize the crowd, energize the team, and kind of get us rolling.
Barker at quarterback, trips formation, left side, single receiver route. Got a man in motion now to the right side, doubles it up. Going to have a handoff to Win, left side, trying to find some running room, nowhere to go. He's going to be brought down for a loss. They're going to get him right back to the line of scrimmage is all they're going to do. Going to be 2nd down and 10 for the Tornadoes.
And it looked like Cindelier Mason, number 7, was in on that play. Good job of shedding off that receiver and then still making the block, or the tackle, I should say.
Coach, how many rushing yards did you say? Do you remember?
Rushing total?
Yeah, for ball. I'm sorry, not for us. For ball.
Let me go. I'll have to look.
It's really just been the passing game, the short passing game, but they hadn't broke off too many on the runs. 2nd and 10, but it does keep the Mustang defense honest. Here's a pass. There's a slant. Shocker. 5-yard gain. Again to Mr. Woodbury.
Out of their 170 yards in the first half, only 28 with him were on the ground.
Yeah, it's just I think just to keep the Friendswood defense honest.
Yeah.
Again, when you can run the slants and the sticks like they're running, it's just automatic. 3rd down and 3 as they give him 7 on that. Ball's on the ball. High 42-yard line. Doubles formation. Man in motion again. Going to bring it inside the tackle box. Got twins and a single receiver. Ball was thrown out to the single receiver. Dropped. That's going to be Donnie Walker. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. And the Friendswood defense puts a stop on them. And the ball high towards. They're going to bring their punting unit out. That was a quick – that's the best defensive –
Yeah, right. I was going to say. Yeah.
All night. No time off the clock. Just 7 yards total. I believe this is their 2nd punt, though, of the ball game.
Just get us a solid return right here and see if we can get something going.
Absolutely. I'll take a bad snap, too, while we're at it.
Yeah. If you're drawing it up, right?
I mean, sure. 4th and 3. Ooh, ball was low, but he gets it off.
Oh, don't.
High kick, and we do hit the kicker, but there's no – I think it was incidental. Don't see a flag right there.
Yeah. I believe their guy almost pushed our guy into him anyway.
That probably was. So the ball does go out of bounds. They're going to spot it at the Mustang 37-yard line. So 6:50 left in the third quarter. Still a lot of time in the ball game for the Mustangs, but they've got to get something going here on offense because the offense has been anemic.
That is true.
And that's all. I'm just being. I mean, that's just the reality of it right now. It's just not much going right for the Mustangs offense right now. Bateman in at tailback, trips formation left side. Now got a BB in motion. Bateman cuts it back to the right. He gets about.
Still moving. Breaks through the hole there somehow.
He had nothing, and then he got around. So we're going to see what they give the forward progress to the 42-yard line. A 5-yard gain for Bateman out of nothing.
Yeah, for sure. And here we are, 2nd and 5. We just mentioned it. Something we could open the playbook up. 2nd and 5. We need to definitely capitalize on this right here.
You know, if we're not being a large man, Bateman runs
really
hard.
Yes, sir.
Really
absolutely.
hard. Bateman's now out looking for the screen pass, little wheel route out of the backfield.
Let it fly.
Randall scrambling, got some room, 50, 45, and goes down at the 45.
We'll take the first down, though.
On the 46, I think the 47 tripped him up. 1st and 10.
Turf monster.
Got him. Nice little run, though, by Randall. Get the first down. Bateman's tripped up in the backfield. Gets right back to the line of scrimmage. So it'll bring a 2nd down and 10. Balls in Tornado territory at the 47-yard line. 5:48 left here in the third quarter. Ball high on top, 26-7.
Those DNs get around well, don't they, on the Galveston ball team? Remember, they're bringing up a linebacker now that I look at their formation. They also have 3 down linemen. I think they're bringing up a linebacker here to give it their 4th man. Yep, number 33, Robert Brock, a senior linebacker, was coming up there to try to get in the backfoot as the Mustangs. I'm sorry, Kurt, call a timeout here with 5:36, down 19 in the third quarter.
I think good timeout right here for the Mustangs because now you're in ball territory. You got to come up with some points if you want to compete and win this ball game.
Yes,
you need something right now.
Yeah, this absolutely is a time for us to come in and do something. We can't afford to come out here empty-handed. The Mustangs are getting on the line, ready to roll. And, you know, I don't notice us going as fast as we have in the past.
No.
We're stopping, clapping, looking at the coach, trying to get our signals right. In the past, we get up there and go quick. We haven't gone quite as fast.
So doubles formation, 2nd and 11. Ball is in the Tornado territory at the 47-yard line. Mustangs in a must-score drive, in our opinion. Randall back to pass. Oh, that's going to be intercepted at the 35. Fumbled, and Mustangs might have got it back. Let's see. It is Mustang ball after the turnover.
It's a great pickup, though, by Bateman to pick up that line coming around. He did a great job. That DN coming around picked him up. So, in effect, that is basically going to be a interception to a fumble, chain of possession back to Friendswood. We're only going to lose one yard in the first down.
Right? Yeah.
Is that right?
No, that's 100% correct. That was interesting, Jacob. What thoughts?
Well, that was an interesting play, like you said right there. It looked like Randall was trying to look off his throw right there because he had his eyes on the outside receiver and threw inside. But unfortunately, I don't think he saw number 33 sitting directly underneath the route. Threw the ball right to him. And unfortunately, 33 is hurt now, but he was the one that made the play on the ball. And great heads-up play. I can't recall who it was, but great heads-up play to punch the ball out right there.
Yeah, no, for sure. And you're right about the interception. He was sitting underneath it the whole time.
Yeah, he was. Yeah. So I don't think he had his eyes on who he was throwing to. I think he was trying to look it off, but unfortunately it didn't work.
Well, unfortunately, and then fortunately, we got the ball back and a fresh set of downs.
Absolutely.
So there you go. So for Friendswood, it's a net loss of 1, but a net gain of downs.
Yes, I think Coach McKill's looking at his computer saying, how do I score that for the official stats?
He's befuddled. Here we go. Randall back to pass, going deep, and he's got no one except for Jonah Williams. Here comes the Longhorn, 20, 30, 35, 40, 45, throws off 1, throws off 2, and runs out of bounds at the they say at the 43-yard line. I don't think he got to the 45, Coach, but that must be a UT spot right there, or TU in your books, I know.
Do I have to say it again?
No.
Okay, just check it.
I think it was.
Well,
people understand.
That was just a bad throw, I think, by Randall. Bad decision. He just threw that up. You cannot throw the ball up that high and that far with that man in the backfield. He's basically playing center field.
He is, and a good baseball player, as we know.
Yes, and a good baseball player. So you just can't do that and expect something to happen when he's back there.
Well, in a must-score drive, it comes up empty. Not only does it come up empty, but the Mustangs give the Tornadoes the ball on their own, the Mustang 44-yard line. So basically, though, unfortunately for Randall, that was 2 interceptions in a row that were thrown. One of them hurt more than the other. It is win on the run, brought down for a loss of 1. And again, the running game for both teams tonight, Coach, has been stifled by that front 7.
It has been stifling on both ends. And you hate to on that play. It was a first down play, and you throw a pick on the first down. You don't get a chance to try to use the other ones there. So, the decisions are made. Got to live with the defense. It feels like the defense has been on the field a long time, doesn't it?
I think they have.
And at some point, they're going to get a little winded, a little tired. Yeah. They've done a great job here this first part of the second half. We just got to stick to it.
4:30 left here in the third quarter. Mustangs down 26-7. Ball is in Galveston's hand. Interception, incomplete.
That was read great by Landon McGuire. Is that Landon McGuire number
30?
Number 30. I'm sorry, it's calling Bob.
Bob read it well. You're right, Coach. Just off the front, looked like off the shoulder pad a little bit. Or you guys one of those picks too where you see nothing but grass in front of you because I know he was looking for that.
He'd get a little excited, right?
Oh man, that would have been a big play by the defense. Unfortunately, now it just brings up 3rd and 11 for the Tornadoes. Ball's in Friendswood territory on the 45-yard line. Doubles formation. Pressure. Flushed out Barker. He's rolling to his right. Still looking, and just throws the ball out of bounds. Under pressure that time. At the very end was by number 42. That is Slaughter. Good pressure by the Mustangs, and another punt opportunity now for ball. That's 2 in a row now for the Mustangs defense. Mustangs defense, yes, they're on the field a long time.
They picked it up.
But they are playing well right now.
They have picked it up for sure. And there's a couple men downfield there on that play. It's just a tough play for a high school kid to be running all the way to the near side and throw across his body deep 25 yards. That'd have been a tough play. That's a tough play for some of the college and pro guys to make, much less a high school kid.
So the ball will be snapped from the Mustang 45. McGuire's back on his own 10 right now. Good snap back. Kick is off. Nice kick. It's going to hit out of bounds right about the 20 if they see where they mark it. But Friendswood will start the drive on their own, actually, 20-yard line, exactly where it is. So, and again, you say Friendswood's obviously get the ball back again, but it's just has not found the right, I don't know if it's the right combination, we're just not in sync tonight.
Right. They're not the right mix. I'm not sure exactly what it is, the execution, all those things. And Galveston Ball's bringing up some defense. They're bringing up some pressure. They're on the Randall, making him kind of hurry, make him maybe make a bad decision. But their front 3 for Galveston Ball and that extra linebacker they put up on the DN has done a good job.
Yeah, for sure. Mustangs come out, twin formations both sides. Bateman in with Randall in the backfield. Randall comes out throwing, caught Jackson Lee. Nice little move, got to the 30-yard line. That might be enough for the first down, and it is. Nice little pitch and catch that time between Randall and Lee.
That's what we need.
And that's what exactly. We don't need anything more than just get some completions, build some confidence, and let's move the ball down the field a bit. 1st and 10 now. Ball's on the Mustang 31-yard line. Appreciate everyone again listening in this evening. Try and get this Mustang win. Randall on a little quarterback draw is dropped immediately at the line of scrimmage. Just, again, tough sledding in there on the interior. 2nd and 10 now for the Stangs.
Yeah, we got Joe Hahnemann checking us out here. His son went to Friendswood, had him a long, long time ago. We used to call him Honey all the time at the junior high. So, Joel, thanks for chatting us up. He said, thanks for the call of the game. It is our pleasure.
Oh, absolutely. I just saw Joel a few months ago at my wife's retirement party. Joel, great man.
He's a great guy.
Always loved the Hahnemans. Pass back. Randall caught at the stick. Still on his feet. Not sure how. Caught at the sticks. got an extra 3 is Garrett Mickey. Really thought he was brought down back there. His knee must have never touched.
Yeah, he put his hand down. His knee didn't touch. He just kept trucking those legs and got a few extra yards. Whatever we can get, it's great.
So,
take it.
Absolutely. 1st and 10 for the Mustangs. Now ball's on their own 44. 2 plays, 2 first. Excuse me, 3 plays, 2 first. Randall caught. It's going to be just Jerami right there. A little screen blocking wasn't there, though, for him. It's going to be a 2nd and 9 now for the Mustangs. Ball's now on their own 45-yard line. 2:40 left here in the 3rd quarter. Mustangs down 26-7. Randall back to pass. Throws a little. I think that ball just slipped out of his hands right there. Luckily, it wasn't intercepted. It is incomplete. 3rd down and 9 now.
Yeah, way too much wobble on that one. Something had to slip. And it is hot out there. I was out there a minute ago. Jacob down the field said it was a little warm, little sweaty down there. It's a little hot than it has been the past few weeks. I thought the summer was about over. I guess summer's never over when you live in Texas, especially South Texas. That's right.
Here we go, 3rd and 9. Randall back to pass. Got a man caught. Jerami. Nice job of Jerami of securing the ball, too. He was ready for a hit.
He was, wasn't he?
It didn't come. He kind of hunched in there and took that ball, but bottom line is, man, he got himself a 1st down. Mustangs drive continues. Just keep building on this, friends. Nothing big. Don't need the deep shot. Just nice and easy. Get a little 5-6 yard catch. That was a nice 12-yarder, though. Doubles formation for the Stangs. 2:09 left here in the 3rd. They're in ball high territory.
Good
Screen
block.
Caught. 35. Brought to the 30 is Garrett Mickey. Excuse me, that's Jackson Lee. Excuse me.
Yes, sir. That was a great block there by Jerome, number 14. I know his mom and dad are down there on the front row. They're all excited, cheering for him. So great job by him on that block. And I know they work really hard, Coach Ward and those guys, those receivers that got to block. We try to emphasize that at the junior high level, too, that you got to block if the play is not for you. Don't just stand there and look around. You got to be involved in the play at all times. And speaking of the junior high, got to brag on my team, Coach McKeel and myself, and we got 110 kids playing football in the 7th grade. A lot of kids. And Coach Virio, Coach Thomason, Coach Beatty, and Coach Cole working with the 7th graders. And we do a good job with the kiddos. And we have 2 B teams now because we have so many kids, trying to get everybody reps and things, get a lot of people snaps. And we had a good year so far, and it's been a lot of fun. So the kids are working hard, and got a day off Monday, but back at it Tuesday. So if you need something to do free of charge, come on down to Friendswood Junior High at the stadium there where the Broncos play. Tuesdays and Wednesday nights we have games starting at 4:45.
Right. And comes to the future Friday Night Mustangs.
It is a lot of fun
out there for sure. 1st and 10 now for these Mustangs, the present, if you will. Ball's on the 31-yard line. Going to get the call in. Bateman's out wide. He's kind of in the slot. Empty backfield. Been running that quarterback draw to that. It is not. This time it's Jerami. Picks up another block. Mustangs drive continues down to the 25-yard line. Nice little hard run by Jerami, too. Kind of put his shoulder down to get an extra yard or two. So 2nd down and a long 3 here. They're going to give him 7 on that. Bateman now back offset to Randall's left side. Doubles formation. Randall got a man caught. Jackson Lee, how about a 1st down for Mr. Lee? Oh, Lee, just letting you know.
And again, a great pickup by the young man, Trip Bateman, to get that end coming around as the running backs got to step up and block. And, right here, this drive, Kirk, we have never been in a 2nd and 8, 2nd and 9 situation. Makes a massive difference when we get something going.
But none of that matters unless we just get the points here. We got to get the points here, Coach. Ball's on the 14. Bateman, left side run. Man, the tough run up there. It's just nowhere to go. Try to get around the outside, and that linebacker came up there and tripped him up. 45 seconds and running left here in the 3rd quarter. Friendswood down 26-7, trying to finish this best drive of the ball game for themselves and get points. Yeah, I mean, it goes without saying. You got to come up. You can't come up empty on this.
Yeah, you can't.
Oh, come on. You got a false start right there. We can't have the mental mistakes. 2nd and 9 goes to 2nd and 14. And, Coach, you just said that. We avoid the 2nd and 9, 2nd and 8. We had a 2nd and 9, and now we exacerbated by a little jumper. So now it's 2nd and 13. Well, I guess they had 2nd and 8, 2nd and 13 now.
2nd and 13, yep.
And, yeah, as you said, because it just minimizes your playbook.
It does. It really shrinks that thing by pages, doesn't it?
Randall fakes the handoff to Bateman, overthrows.
At a BB, I think.
Oh, that was a BB. Look at that BB's first target. That's kind of surprising. He went to a BB. I hadn't seen him really get much. Doing a great job of blocking tonight, but if you overthrow a BB, that ball was high.
For sure. For sure. So are you going to, this third, are you 4 down or are you trying to get points with the field goal?
I mean, at this point of the game, I'm going for 4 down.
Mm-hmm.
You're down 19. I mean, you're not playing to me, you don't play to keep it close. You play to win. And to win, you need 7 points right here.
That's what I'm thinking.
3rd down, 14. Again, you want to at least get you 7 or 8 here on this one. Though I would take 18 in the score as well. Randall, back to pass. Pressure up the middle. He had to get rid of it. He lofts it up, and that ball, it looks like it's intercepted, and that ball is intercepted by the Tornadoes in the back of the end zone. Randall a little rushed on the play. Pressure came up the middle. Looking for a man there, but double covered. Jacob, you're right there. Never had a chance.
No, not really. You know, Lee's a great receiver. He can do a lot of things good, but, you know, a jump ball type of receiver is not one of those things. And, I mean, he just didn't really have much of a chance right there. And I want to go back to what you said earlier, Kirk. That was a BB's first target of the whole game, which really surprises me. You know, if you're going to throw a jump ball, you would think it would be to somebody like that. So I'm a little surprised by the play call, and, not a chance to come down with that right there.
That's a good point, Jacob. Thank you very much. You're right, because the BB's got that size that, you know, and no fault to Jackson Lee. That's just a tough play for him right there. And it wasn't a double coverage. It was a jump ball, and it comes up empty for the Mustangs. So we just said the one thing you can't do, they did, which is come up empty on that drive. 8 seconds left here in the third quarter. 1 quarter left to play. Mustangs down 26-7. Handoff to Win around the left side. Nowhere to go again. Neither team is running the ball effectively at all.
They're not. Yeah, the defensive Mustangs on the front end is doing a good job of keeping the running backs at check, but that short, quick slant passes and things like that, as that's the end of the third quarter, has just been pretty effective for Galveston ball.
Oh, for sure. And, you know, let's go back to that last drive for a second, Coach. And the best drive of the night, no doubt about it.
Yes.
Because it was a consistent. The passing game was there. You're getting your 8. You're getting your 10.
Yep.
You made the point right before it went kind of backwards, which was avoid the 2nd and 8s and 2nd and 9s. Once they got to that 2nd and 9 on that Bateman run, didn't get anything on the outside. Then you got the false start. Now you're in 2nd and 14, and now you're just throwing the ball, trying to get anything. And you know, ball dials up a little pressure, and that's all she wrote, you know. And so it's one of those things where you don't want to fix it if it ain't broken, and you're just making those passes. And I'm not saying I know you want to run the ball a little bit to keep the team honest, but the run is just not there.
Yeah, absolutely. You got to take what they give you. And I know Coach Johnson, he doesn't really worry about, and I agree with him, a lot of perspectives on that. He doesn't worry about what the other team's doing. He just wants to do what the Mustangs can do well.
Sure.
If they take care of themselves, then that, especially, when I talk to junior high kids, we just got to take care of us. I can't control those guys. As we execute and do what we need to do, and I know Coach Johnson's that way too, taking care of what we can take care of. And, you know, honestly, we haven't really done it all that well tonight. So, you know, we've had a couple good games and had a chance to be 2-0, and this game just hadn't been the best played.
2nd down and 9 for the Tornadoes, doubles formation. Back to pass, Barker, got a man slant. Again, the slants have been effective.
Yes, they have. You might have heard us say that a couple times tonight.
My gosh, Bryce Redo again. And they've gone to, I mean, that's about 5 different receivers. They're really spread out. And again, we're not seeing a lot of Jonah Williams on offense. He's been quiet. However, when he has been in there, a little disruptive.
Right.
But he hasn't been in there very often, and they haven't needed him.
Yeah, I was going to say, they don't really need him, so why get him out there and risk, any type of injury? It's only the 3rd game of the season for them, and they're, currently 2-0, right? Yeah. There's really no reason for them to get him in there unless they needed him. So,
Ball High looking for another district championship like they had last year, and again, new district this year, new teams, but they look good right now. A little quick stick, that ball. Did it come? Yeah, I don't think
it came loose. Looked like he was about to try to turn and run before he caught it. Kind of a little jumpy there.
So incomplete pass for the Tours. Bring up a 2nd down and 10 now. Again, just underway here in the 4th quarter. Appreciate everyone listening in. As always, again, just a reminder, next Friday, no ball game. That is the open week for your Mustangs. They will start district play 2 weeks from tonight right here from the Henry Winston Stadium. And then the month of September will be over after that. Coach, the home September.
Wow.
Flew right by.
Yeah, this life does fly by.
Doubles formation, second 10, Tours, ball's in their own 35. Barker unloads a bomb, and that ball is, oh my gosh, almost caught by London. Incomplete, little bit over his head. Got a man down for the Tornadoes. Yeah, one of the linemen for ball. It's got a little twisted up in there. And Dayon went up and tried to get that one. Jacob, I thought, did you think for a second he had the chance for that one?
I thought for a second, if he did, that would have been one of the best catches I've ever seen in my life. You know, stretched out with your opposite arm, one-handed. You know, he wasn't able to bring it in, but if he did, that would have been an amazing catch right there.
Well, he's had a nice game already. And
he really has.
And he's made some good catches. So, in a way, it wouldn't surprise me tonight.
Right, with the way things have been going, I wouldn't have been all that.
Nope. So 11:15 left here in the ball game. Mustangs down 26-7. You know, and again, not only is Friendswood a little bit undermanned tonight, Mikey Butler still waiting to get some more game action. Believe everything I hear is he'll be ready to go in 2 weeks.
Yep.
Like Walker Winters is going to take the rest of the game off. Just, you know, don't know extent of any injuries. Might just be kind of, you know, resting a little bit in a game like this. It's non-district game.
Non-district game, correct.
This means nothing more than just get your guys ready for district in 2 weeks. And I know Coach Johnson understands that better than anybody. And I think that's also why he kind of goes back to the run a little bit, Coach, even when it's not working. Like, you want to continue to give it a shot to work itself out.
Right, exactly. Give those guys up front a chance to keep blocking against the good competitors that Galveston ball is. 3rd and 10, here we go. Back to live action. Trip formation right side. Pressure. Barker is going to be. Oh, he gets out of it. He's still running. 35-44. He gets a first down and then some. Out of bounds finally at the 46-yard line. I thought they might have thrown a flag on that,
so
but they did not.
I think he definitely was hit right at the sideline, but what a great job by Barker, the quarterback for ball, getting out of what should have been a sack right there.
Oh, yeah.
And instead, not only getting a first down, but getting into Friendswood territory now at the 45-yard line.
Yeah, that was he had 2 or 3 guys had a chance for him. He slipped out of all those tackles there and did a good job. He's got some wheels on him, too. He looked pretty quick, didn't he?
Absolutely. Ball is on the Mustang 45. Ball's up 26-7. 1st and 10 from the 45. Another little quick stick. Still on his feet. Still on his feet. Still on his feet. And a touchdown for the Tornadoes. A 5-yard route on the stick. Breaks out of 3 tackles. And the celebration begins for the Tornadoes on their sideline as they are now up 32-7.
Well, I set that over and under at what, 3? How many touchdowns is that for him? 2?
Yeah, that's 2, yeah.
2, yeah. Well, take away his 2, we're still losing. So
well, absolutely.
They've had a lot more players than just him. It's more than just a one-man show for sure.
Oh, just a simple route that turns into another 6 points for the Tours. 32-7, extra point pending. Ball is up, and the kick is good. 33-7, ball high on top of your Mustangs. And some of the Mustang faithful have had enough.
Going to beat the crowd out as they get up there. You know, they're got a long weekend. Kids are out of school on Monday. Maybe they have some weekend plans. They want to maybe get a jump on those plans as some of the people start to peel out of here. And, of course, as the season goes on, you know, the band has their season. They come up and they'll come and they'll do half the game and leave because they got to leave at like 4 in the morning and go to San Antonio for an all-day event or something like that. Those band kids, they work super, super hard. It's a tough gig. They're outside every day marching up and down this hot concrete out here, so I know they do a great job. But they're here tonight still playing away in their long pants and long shirts. It's got to be hot.
Oh, yeah.
Have to be. They look great, but they have to be hot.
They do look sharp. a little band humor, a little sharp, flat. You know music coach at all?
Yes.
Oh, gosh.
Yes, I saw that. I read what you're putting down there. See what I did there?
Oh, my gosh. Oh, my God. That's what you do when you're down 33-7. Unfortunately, guys, we apologize. We're just trying to keep it lively. Little pooch kick, going to be fair caught, out of bounds at the 31-yard line. Did he catch it out of bounds? Yeah, he did. He caught it out of bounds, so that is a penalty.
Yeah, right.
On the Tornadoes.
Because his foot was out of bounds when he caught it. I think there's actually, they call this one of the smart plays in NFL. A ball got all the way down like to the 2 or something, and the player actually laid out of bounds and touched the ball. Well, they call that out of bounds. It's a pretty smart little play. I can't remember what video I saw that on and what team it was, but pretty smart.
So 33-7, Ball High in command. 10:55 left here in the ball game. And the Mustangs will bring their starters back out, and here we go. Handoff, Bateman. Going to try to get some running going here. Oh, he is lit up. Whoa. My goodness. He makes 2, and he's not going to get 2 1/4.
No, that was 47.
Oh, Bateman, he wants more, though. He came back and looked, Coach, I want this.
Yeah, that was 47, Trevion Dotson, senior defensive lineman for the Galveston Ball.
Pass going to be caught by Mickey. It's enough for a first down right at the sticks. And Jacob says that was David Montgomery for his Packers coach that made that play you were talking about.
Oh, was it? Okay,
yeah.
David. Yep, for the Packers. So I figured Jacob would know that.
Of course, absolutely. Mustangs drive continues. Randall back to Pat. Randall wants it all, going up top. Overthrows his man, looking for Mickey, and overthrows the defensive back for the Tornadoes as well.
Well, maybe trying to throw it up there so Miracle Mickey can make another miracle catch, right?
Yes, indeed. Yes,
he's had some good ones this year.
DB for the just laid out. I think he got a little cramper going right there. Yeah, he's trying to stretch himself out. He had to run a long way for that one for sure. 10:09 left here in the ball game. Mustangs down 33-7. And Ball High on both sides of the ball has just really had their way all night long tonight.
They have, and they've really spread to the receivers. They have those little hitches and those slants that worked really, really well. And, you stick with what works. If you know what's going to be there for you and what's good for your team, that's what you go with. If it's a running game, you stick with the running game. And, again, it's one of those things where they've been working on this. And they've got a good little squad down there at the Rock. And so to go to your point earlier, is the stadium not being used at all? Are they playing all their games away? How many games away have they played, I wonder?
That I'm not sure. I know some work's being done right now. And so they had, or at this point of the season, I don't know about their remainder of the season. I should have asked Coach Ben when I visited with him earlier, but I did not. But if they're road warriors, they're looking good.
Yeah, for sure. It would have been something interesting to see how long it's going to take.
2nd and 9, twin formation right side, handoff. There's a little run. Trip Bateman gets about 7. Might be the longest run of the ball game for the Mustangs.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I like the little shifty moves there. It kind of looks like a Walker Winters, doesn't he? He runs hard.
Does, yeah, for sure.
He's not as thick as Walker, not as big as he is, but he does have good, powerful legs. Keeps those legs a-churning.
And he's just a sophomore.
Yep.
Bateman again on the left side, cuts it back to trying to get a first down. Is going to get to the sticks. I think he got the first. Yeah, they're going to move the chains.
Oh, they're going to move, okay.
There you go. Coach, little trivia question for you here.
Uh-oh.
Has Ball High ever played a college football team?
Well, we talked about this. That's be cheating.
You weren't supposed to say that. I was going to make you look pretty smart. Jacob, I'm going to come to you in a second. Jacob, I got a trivia question for you. Has Ball High ever played a college football team?
Well, Kirk, have I got news for you. As it turns out, Texas A&M's very first collegiate opponent was none other than Galveston Ball High. I don't know how I knew that, but
Jake, I knew you would know it. You know it all. That's why Coach Fritz was stumbling up here. Here we go. Pass back. It's gonna. Did he catch that or not? Incomplete. No, great. You're right. And so that's back before the 1900 storm. 1892.
Right, they must have been a powerhouse before that storm,
Boy, I bet you they were. And that was Texas A&M's first game. Of course, they didn't let women in back then. That's A&M. They were the farmers legit.
They were.
Farmers right there. I bet they had to go plow the fields in the morning, go play that game in the afternoon against some high school kids. A&M did come out on top in that game.
Long day. Start the day off farming, end the football game.
Yeah, and it might have not been, is there a crop season? I'm not a farmer. I'm going to shut up right now. But either way, A&M did play ball high. Fun fact, Jacob, great job. You win a gift card to Red River Cantina, host of the Not Baked Potato Night tonight. Thank you very much. We're going to have to get back.
Here's a trivia question for you during the timeout. When is the last time the Mustangs hosted and didn't have a baked potato for dinner for all the workers back here, other than tonight?
The answer is before our broadcasts ever started. We were going on 10 years.
A decade. It's been a decade. It's been a baked potato every day, every Friday, I should say. And today they broke out with some Red River Cantina. It was good, too.
It was outstanding. But you know what? And you're going to be disgusted, boy. I'm fixing to say it. I'm going to say it anyway. I kind of miss the starches. I kind of miss seeing the starch out there, Coach.
Oh, goodness gracious.
We got to get
Is anybody listening? That's
it's the timeout going on. 9 minutes left in the ball game. Mustangs down 33-7. And in all seriousness, that Red River Cantina was solid.
Oh, it was solid.
Speaking of solid, back to the ball game. Mustangs 3rd and 8. Fakes hand. Oh, they're going to give it to Bateman. Bateman's going to run up the middle. And Bateman, all of a sudden, the run game for Friendswood has come alive.
Yeah, maybe a little too late, but all of a sudden you got fresh legs, I guess, with number 33, Trip Bateman. And he is running the ball very, very well.
Absolutely. 1st and 10 for the Mustangs, trying to put another good drive together and finish with some points. Bateman, handoff. Nowhere to go this time. You got a number on that. I got number 9 for the Tours.
It is number 9. Mr. Jones. I'm not sure how to pronounce his first name, and I'm not going to embarrass him or me by trying to say it.
Well, I'll give it a shot.
Go ahead.
Nope. Mr. Jones, number 9. Great tackle by that young man.
Yes, sir.
2nd and 10 now for the Mustangs. So the running game was pretty solid for a while, but it is shut down again. Going to be a trip formation right side. Randall going for Jackson Lee all by himself in a screen, but there's really no blocking up front. And he does get about a yard is all he's going to get. So we'll bring up a 3rd down and 9 now.
Looked like he might have had Jerome 14 across the middle, just didn't quite have enough time to let him get there and throw that thing. Pocket kind of collapsed on him, so he had to go to the flats.
Clock rolling under 8. 3rd down and 9. Obviously 4-down territory here. You just got to get something going. You got Mickey Jerome on the right side. Little Jackson, now Lee widens out on the left. Ooh, got a little movement. Didn't see it. Pass caught. There you go. Garrett Mickey. Mickey gets right to the sticks again. Boy, he knows, yep, that's a 1st down. Good job by Garrett Mickey knowing just where he needed to get.
Yeah, that's a big part of the game when the receivers can figure out, well, how far I got to go to get that 1st down, because you get that short, it just doesn't help us out at all. So that's several times tonight he's been right there at the stick and gotten the 1st down.
So big 3rd down conversion there for the Stangs. 1st and 10. Going to be quick. Oh, a high pass to Jerome caught, but I love it. Going to give him 6 yards on that. Great job by Jerome going up and get that football and controlling it after taking a shot.
Yeah, it looks like Garrett Mickey on this last play was single coverage down here on the bottom by himself. He laid that cornerback out. I wonder if they might want to go to him. Yeah, the cornerback is not pressing this time. He's pressing the last time.
Bateman, handoff right side. Got some running room. 1st down. Trip Bateman. Brought down just at the 10. Oh, they're going to. Yeah, it's 1st down.
Yeah, okay. They were getting close, but they did call it.
1st and 10. You got to get 10 to score. Bateman backfield, nowhere to go. Not his fault. The blocking on the right side fell through, and he was brought down for a loss of 3. He's going to bring a 2nd and goal now from the 13-yard line. And I'm going to reiterate what I said earlier, Coach. You got to come up with points. I mean, the game may be out of hand to win, but you got to build some confidence here, especially these guys who aren't going to be able to be starters the rest of the season. These are the kind of things that you can use when they do get that playing time here in district.
Well, you're only one play away from being a starter, as we always mention. And
sure.
Also need a little breathers there, it looks like.
Bateman Handoff up the middle, got to about the about the 6. Thought he got to the 5-6 yard line. That's all right though. 3rd and 6, positive, 7-yard gain for Tripp.
He might need an ice bath tonight when he gets done. He's running hard tonight.
He is.
He's got to be tired.
.5:30 on the clock. Ball up 33-7. Mustangs knocking on the door. Bateman.
Oh,
Randall on the keeper.
Yep.
Excuse me. He gets about 2. More importantly, gives Bateman a breather. But it's now 4th and goal from the 5. And, yeah, field goals, they don't do anything for you here.
No.
I don't feel like we're going to get a 5 on the run. I mean, when Bateman can get 5 if the hole's there. But it's been tough sledding here. We'll see, though. It's going to be a tight formation, though. Look, here we have one receiver out wide. Now.
Jet sweep. Nope.
Oh, going to fake it. Got a man out of the backfield looking for Jerami, and it is incomplete. And that is a turnover on downs for your Mustangs. Again, another really good drive by the Mustangs, but it comes up with 0.
Yeah, and that's just that was just basically a confidence builder for the Mustangs, and you don't know what the plan was. Like you said, it's a district game. They're just going to try to run the ball, keep trying to pound away, not really trying to do anything fancy. The game's out of hand. We're not going to win tonight, unfortunately, down 33-7 with 4:48 to go in the ball game. But that was something that I'm sure they wanted to try to build on. And they had a pretty good drive there. It's probably the second best drive other than the scoring one we've had today.
So we'll see now who Ball brings in. They have any backups in? Nope. Quarterback's the same. Wins the same. Well, they got their same guys in there I've seen. Now, they don't have a large contingent on the sideline, and that may be a part of it.
Yeah, that's true.
But you got to imagine you got a backup quarterback in there somewhere, brought down for a loss.
Caleb Allen in there and 97, Jacob Molina.
So that's going to bring a 2nd down and 12 from the 3-yard line.
Who, incidentally, Jacob Molina played for me back in the day on the C team.
There you go. I mean, that's why you have those teams, Coach, because kids develop, different ways.
He came out late. He wasn't sure he wanted to play, and it was like 2 weeks into the year, and he came out, and we just kept him on our team, and he was wreaking havoc on it. He's a good-sized kid.
So, Jacob, I see it down there. I'm coming down here in just a second. Pass out of the backfield's caught, 10, 12-yard line. You're down there, and I just saw Bateman walk past you. He's a little frustrated. What's he like over there, Jacob?
A little bit. He looks a little beat up, but, the first thing that I was going to mention when I got back on was, I don't know if it's too early to start talking about this, but I have my pick for Offensive Player of the Game, which I'm giving to Bateman.
Good.
Obviously not a great night running the ball tonight, but, I mean, if y'all see what I see down here, he's a little beat up. He's pretty tired looking, so I'm really impressed with his ability, with how he stepped in place of winners and has had a relatively in spite of everything that's happened.
No,
so
I like that. I like that call for sure, Jacob. No, and it's not too early to talk offense and defense. We're going to keep you right here as the 3rd down and 2 play was incomplete, so it'll bring a punting situation now for the Tornadoes. I'm going to talk this way through this, and offensively tonight, it's tough.
Hard to pick, hard to highlight things from our offense tonight, but I think Bateman can be like one of the lone bright spots. He ran hard all game. It didn't matter how far out of hand this game got. You got the same effort on the first play as you on the last play. So I love seeing.
I don't have any issue at all with your pick. I'm going to go a different direction on mine as soon as we get this punt off, and it does. It's going to take a hit at the 40, and still rolling down to the Mustang 46-yard line.
Well, who do you got, Kirk?
Well, I'm going to go with, and I haven't given him one this season. I'm going to give Jerami.
I could see that.
He made some nice catches. Went across the middle, sacrificed his body several times, and still went up and handled the balls. Doesn't make the highlight catch. Didn't have to,
right?
But was just had a solid performance in my opinion.
Yeah, what you'd call a glue guy.
Yeah,
glue guy receiver.
For sure. So I'm going to give Jerami mine. And, again, I like yours with Bateman. Coach, what you got tonight?
I was actually thinking Jerami myself. He's made some good catches tonight. He's kind of stayed in there. Hadn't depended on him to do too much this year, but I think they can see tonight that he can definitely do more than maybe they're giving him. Maybe his workload will increase as we have a new quarterback in the game. Big number 0, Joshua Brister.
And Jacob's player of the game is still just
hard run right there.
Bulldozing. Yeah, Bateman, he
it's the hardest three-yard run I think I've ever seen.
And they only give him one. That's
right.
That's the thing about it.
That's a travesty of the whole thing.
I think he ran 17.
I know, right?
Jeez.
I know.
Nah, but you're right, because and Bateman is going to come out now. We have a new back in the backfield, 13.
I think that's Hornberger. It is. Jake
Hornberger.
Okay.
Bateman's elbow looks pretty banged up from what I can see.
Yeah, and I love the way he ran, though. That last one, Hornberger up the middle. Hornberger tripped up. Nice first run for him. Now defensively, as we got 3 minutes left in the ball game, Mustangs down 33-7.
Right.
Jay, I'll let you start.
For this one, I'm thinking number 97, Jacob Molina. First of all, great first name right there. And I also saw him make some pretty good plays from that interior D-line. So he's my pick for defensive player of the game.
Well, and I'll go next. And, gosh, this is just going to be the pick. You're going to be like, really? Caleb Allen had another good game.
Hard to argue with that.
I'm going to go with a layup on that one. From the very first play of the game, he had that tackle for a loss. And it's just, if there's any disruptive force anywhere on the field, Caleb Allen's always a part of it. So, yeah, I know. Easy answer. It's like saying, do you want LeBron on your team? Yeah, I guess. Okay, but Caleb Allen's my pick. And quarterback keeper that time on 4th and short, and it is enough for a Mustang first down. Coach Fritz, defensive.
Yeah, I was going to agree with Jacob again and go with Molina. I thought he did a good job closing up that middle, and really Galveston Ball didn't get a lot going on the running side of the ball, so I thought he did a good job there. Good young man. And again, Caleb Allen, he could be your MVP every day, every game, but I thought Molina did a good job. His little pass by Josh Brister makes it complete there.
Good.
Big old boy is a sophomore. We're getting some snaps here. I like it. Down, not going to win, but try to get him some snaps and try to get him in the end zone here.
Absolutely.
That was Garrett Mickey that time on the reception. So 2nd down and 7, 1:45 and counting. Back to pass.
Let it fly.
Got to catch Mickey. Oh, Mickey's still trying on his feet, still trying to make some moves. Got enough for a first. That'll stop the clock briefly at 1:38. And Friendswood again trying to put something together. 3 drives in a row now, Coach, where they've put some yards out there, got some great first downs. They've just come up empty.
Right.
Will this one be any different?
It's a shame how the Mustangs have been unable to capitalize on their trips to the red zone this game.
Yes, for sure. Because you look at the second half yardage.
It's comparable.
Absolutely.
Yep.
Absolutely it is. It just Ball High is taking advantage of the ones that they've had.
Right.
Doubles formation now. Up, got some movement. Nope.
They didn't call
call on that.
Yep.
1 minute now on the game clock. Pressured.
Attaboy, Josh Brister.
Brister, 30, 25, still on his feet, put his head down, got tripped up. Gets inside the 25 to 24-yard line. You know you got to want to score here. I don't care, 33-7 or 100-7. Speaking of crazy scores, South Alabama's going to throw it out there. 87-10 last night. 87-10.
Wow.
Ran the clock. Had a 6-minute fourth quarter last night.
Oh, my goodness.
I've never heard of anything like that in college football before.
I have. They scored on special teams.
They only let them run a 6-minute fourth quarter.
That was the fourth quarter.
Wow.
And a lot of people who bet money on the game were upset. I was not one of them. But they voided all bets because it wasn't a complete game.
Oh, wow.
Found that out today. So,
by the way, a 1-800-GAMBLER if you have a problem. Anyway, we want to make sure we're not.
And you know what? And if you had the over at 75 last night, you're thinking you're fixing to get a dub.
You were in good shape.
And they voided it. So,
well, my over, I set it at 3, so anybody go with the under.
I know.
Winner, chicken dinner.
But again, we don't promote that.
We do not.
We do not condone gambling on this.
No, we absolutely do not. No, there's no way FISD supports any of this garbage that just came out of our mouths. So 33-7, 3rd down and 5 for the Mustangs, trying to put some positive points on the board here with 36 seconds left. Brister, he floats that one up there to Jerami. And my player of the game goes backwards, but he just hung on to the football.
Right, but you got to try here, at least for pride at the end of a game like this.
Clock's rolling, 24 seconds. let's get something here. Make a strike to the end zone.
Right. Run a slant. Give me a 10-yard slant in the middle and just let it fly. What's the worst thing going to happen?
Ball's on the 25-yard line. 13 on the clock. Here we go. Trips right. Let's go. 10 seconds. Clock rolling. 7. Last play of the game. Brister. Back to pass. Unloads to Mickey at the 15. 10. Oh, he got tackled down to the 6 with no time on the clock. And Garrett Mickey was doing everything he could to get in there. But the final score here from Henry Winston this evening, the Ball High Tornadoes 33, your Friendswood Mustangs 7. Jacob, great job down there for us tonight as always, son. Appreciate your work.
Hey, I appreciate it.
Oh, absolutely. No tough one, but hey, we'll be back here in 2 weeks, guys.
Absolutely.
Well, if you look at the second half, Kirk, it really was only 13-0.
Yes.
Think about the second half because it was 20-7 at the end of the second. So again, we're not big on moral victories. I understand that, but I'm sure there's some things that they can work on and say, well, this worked, this didn't work. Our subs, second string guys got some snaps in tonight. Bateman I thought looked pretty good.
Yes.
Let Brister throw it a few times. Hopefully Randall wasn't hurt or anything like that. Just get Mikey Butler back healthy. I know he's worked hard all spring. Try to get him back in the summer, and it's an unfortunate loss on the Mustangs today.
Yeah, no, it sure was. And, but give Galveston Ball a lot of credit. That's a solid team right there.
Oh, absolutely.
Offensively, defensively, did not let Friendswood do what they wanted to do early on. And then, Friendswood got behind. And, boy, what they did on Galveston Ball did with their offense in the first half with that passing game was they put on a clinic coaching that first half offensively on just how to run your game plan to perfection. And so the final score here again, 33-7. Next time we're on the air will be 2 weeks from tonight. We'll be right here from Henry Winston when the Mustangs will start district play against the LaPorte Bulldogs. And I'm just going to say one more time here on Galveston Ball, Coach, this is a team that I think we'll see make some noise in the playoffs come to the end of this season. Solid Scott, Coach Benite's got them going on, but bottom line is this, Coach, non-district for Friends was over. They finished 1-2, 2 losses to a strong Fort Bend Marshall team, to a strong Galveston Ball team. Both teams, I think, will make some good runs to the playoffs. Friends had a tough road. That's what you want, though. I think in non-district, you want to play quality opponents.
Oh, absolutely.
And they didn't shy away from that.
Yeah, for sure. And, you hear the hype about Jonah Williams and signing at Texas and all that stuff, and he had a good game, don't get me wrong, with 2 touchdowns, but you can tell that Galveston Ball has other guys here on the field who can make plays as well. The quarterback is really good. You got Jones, number 9, I thought did a good job, and 12. Landon Dayon,
yes.
He did a great job too as well. So they got a lot of factors there, and like you said, we'll probably see Galveston Ball deep in the playoff run as their season continues.
Yeah, for sure, and hopefully we'll be right there with them. Again, we're 0-0 in 2 weeks starting,
yes, sir.
So that's all that matters. Well, guys, again for Jacob Rich, for Josh Fritz, I am Kirklow and Cam the technician. Got us on the air, kept us on the air, and did a great job as always, Cam. Thank you so much. We will see you guys in 2 weeks. Y'all have a great football weekend. We'll see you then.